Hello, thank you for viewing our presentation on our curriculum. My name is Rhian Ellis and I am the Associate Principal for Curriculum at Wangels, and I will be speaking to you about the journey that we've been on with our curriculum over the last 3 years. In 2019, we decided to launch a 4-year strategy to review our Key Stage 3 curriculum. Now, there are a number of reasons for our decision to do this, and it was largely following the reforms of the GCSEs and A-levels. We had spent a large amount of time reviewing our Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5 curriculum, but we know that our Key Stage 3 curriculum is incredibly important. We as a school are very proud that we have a 3-year Key Stage 3 curriculum, and we wanted to make sure that our transition between key stages was effective. So the rationale behind our review was to ensure that our Key Stage 3 curriculum meets the needs of all of our students in terms of challenge, but also in terms of support. As I said, we wanted to make sure that our students are able to transition successfully from Key Stage 2, and we've spent a lot of time working with our primary colleagues as well as our governors to ensure that we're building on those stepping stones from primary school to ensure a successful start in Year 7 and then through the rest of Key Stage 3 to Key Stage 4. This will then help us to continue to improve our outcomes at Key Stage 4 and Key Stage 5 as well. So at the beginning of our process in 2019, we spent a large amount of time setting out our curriculum intent. To do this, we decided what our curriculum was trying to achieve, and we created this set of curriculum intent statements. Our curriculum intends to provide a broad and a balanced education for all students. We're very proud of the wide range of subjects our students access throughout Key Stage 3. A large amount of work that we've been doing is looking at the sequencing of our curriculum to make sure that all of our students are making progress to ensure that they have sufficient knowledge and skills for their future learning and employment. We want to ensure that we have equal access to learning for all of our students. We have really high academic expectations for our students, and we ensure that there is appropriate level of challenge and also support throughout our lessons. We're incredibly proud of the diverse community that we have here at Wangels, and we want to ensure that we celebrate those differences within a culture of respect. We have audited our curriculum and we ensure that our staff receive training so that materials are delivered appropriately and sensitively. We support our students to successfully transition from Key Stage 2, and we prepare them for the next steps at each key stage. It's really important to us to develop the literacy skills of our students across the curriculum in all subjects so that they can access our demanding curriculum, but also so that they can communicate effectively in a variety of ways. I've mentioned that we have these high academic ambitions for our students, but we also have high vocational ambitions for our students. We recognise that some of our students may need a more personalised curriculum, and we're very proud that we're able to offer this to them. For us, we want our students to be curious, we want them to enjoy learning, and so we've spent a large amount of time looking at what we teach so that we can promote a positive attitude towards learning where our students are Wangels ready and really live out and embody our school values of resilience, respect, kindness and pride. We really focus on the personal development of our students as well as their academic development, and we've planned our curriculum so that their personal development goals, there are opportunities for them to achieve these through their lesson times. Finally, we want to make sure that our careers education is embedded throughout our curriculum so that we're signposting opportunities for our students and enabling them to work towards achieving their next steps, whatever those look like. We held a parents forum back in October, and one piece of feedback that we received was that parents didn't always feel like they knew what their child was studying at that point in time. In response to that feedback, we've worked to create a curriculum newsletter, which hopefully you are familiar with now. At the beginning of each half term, you will receive a newsletter which sets out exactly what students are studying in each of their subjects for that half term. The exciting bit of this is that you can then click into specific subjects, which will take you to the curriculum webpage for that subject. And you can see an example here on the slide. This will take you to the overview of that subject for the entire year, so you can also look ahead. Hopefully here you can see the work that we've been doing in our curriculum over the last few years, and these curriculum web pages will let you see how your child will be assessed at the end of the topic, but also the key skills and the key knowledge that we'll be assessing them on. There are also some really great opportunities here for you as a family to get involved. For example, if your child is particularly passionate about an area, you can see what wider reading they can do around the topic. But there also might be an exhibition that you can go to as a family in half term. There might be a documentary that you can watch together, but all of that information is available on the website. You'll also find that you can look ahead for the rest of the year, so that if your child needs support or they benefit from overlearning, then you can see what's coming up. All of this is available on the Learning tab on the Wangels website. One subject in particular who have reviewed their approach to the Key Stage 3 curriculum is the Maths department. And in September 2020, the Maths department introduced their Mastery curriculum, which they're really, really excited about. All students in Year 7 and Year 8 will now be following the Mastery curriculum. And what this means is that students are encouraged to master individual skills before they then move on. So they have a really deep understanding and a good grasp of the skills before they move on to something new. And in order to help with this, they might see some of the same skills, but they are made progressively more difficult as they go throughout the curriculum. These skills are interleaved throughout Year 7 and beyond, and the beauty of this curriculum is that it really encourages that deeper understanding, that better recall and retention, something that they need to be successful as they go throughout Key Stage 3 and Key Stage 4 and eventually in their Maths GCSE. When our students are assessed throughout the year and when you receive your son or daughter's report, we are assessing our students against the Key Stage 3 curriculum. We're not assessing about what students might be able to do in the future, but what are they able to do at the moment. When we have designed our curriculum, we have thought about what are the key skills and the key knowledge that students need to be able to do for this topic, and that's what they are assessed against throughout the year. Now, this is really useful for us as teachers because it allows us to identify gaps and misconceptions, and then we can adapt and address these through our teaching, but also through our feedback. Our feedback is given in a range of ways, formally through summative feedback in best books, but also verbally in lessons. Our curriculum is adaptive and it evolves to the needs of our students throughout the academic year. So for each topic, we set out for students what those key skills are, what the key knowledge is, and you as parents can see those on the curriculum web pages. What's really important for you to know is that the challenge increases throughout the year. So when we look at the topics for autumn term 1, autumn term 2, the challenge there is increasing as students go on. So if they are making expected progress on their report throughout the year, that's really brilliant because it shows that they are meeting the challenge as it increases. So when we report on assessments to students, when we report home to you, we are reporting on whether they're making expected progress against the curriculum. At the beginning of January, Wangels was visited by a partnership called Challenge Partners, and we were really, really excited to welcome them into our school so that they could see the work that we've been doing on our curriculum and so that we could share our curriculum intent and all that work with them. We were really thrilled, therefore, to receive some excellent feedback from them on the work that we've been doing, and you can see it on the slide here. They spoke to a number of our students, and you can see that a Year 9 student proudly reported that everyone's always trying to improve so that you can be proud of your work. A Year 11 student was able to articulate that she was Wangel's ready, and that meant that she could solve problems and take risks with her learning, really embodying our value of resilience. We also received that validation from the reviewers themselves though, and they said that staff at Wangel's pursue a shared vision to provide a broad and a balanced curriculum for all students. The impact of this vision is clear in well-presented books, demonstrating coherently planned and well-sequenced learning across a range of curriculum areas. They also said that the Wangel's curriculum provides aspirational learning opportunities to prepare students for the next stages of their careers. So, what are our next steps? We are in the third year of our 4-year curriculum strategy, and this year we're working on finalising our new Year 9 curriculum, and we have an inset day in April which will be focused on this. But in our ethos of Better Never Stops, we will continue to evaluate the impact of our new curriculum. It will evolve, it will adapt to the needs of our cohorts, and there are lots of ways that we will evaluate the impact of it. We speak to students, we talk to them about what they're doing in class, how challenging they find it, and we get their opinions. That's really important to us. We also analyse data sent home with reports, but also of individual assessments. Sometimes we review individual departments, we observe lessons, we speak to the team, we speak to the students to see how that curriculum is working. We look at students' work, but we also have partnerships with our governors and also our wider primary colleagues. One further piece of work that we'll be doing this year, is to develop curriculum overview sheets. We are student-centred, and it's most important for us that they understand their learning journey. So we're looking at ways that we can help them to see that by introducing topic overview sheets for each topic in each subject. Thank you very much for your time and for listening. If you have any questions about the information that I have shared with you, please get in touch via the contact page on the school website.